Are you planning to visit the United States anytime soon? Well, hold on a second. A new travel fee might just change everything. In 2025, a shocking policy is shaking up the way millions enter America. A $250 visa integrity fee that's stirring both confusion and frustration. Hi, Advent Traveler here, and in this video we'll uncover everything you need to know, why it's happening, who it affects, and how travelers around the world are reacting. So if you're curious, concerned, or just planning your next adventure, hit that subscribe button. Now let's dive in. In 2025, the United States government proposed a new policy, a $250 visa integrity fee for international visitors from countries with high visa overstay rates. This move has sparked significant debate both in the U.S. and abroad. The fee is intended to address concerns about visitors who remain in the country beyond their authorized stay, a problem that officials say undermines the integrity of the U.S. visa system and puts additional strain on immigration enforcement resources. According to government officials, the fee is designed to encourage compliance with visa rules and to offset the costs associated with monitoring and enforcement. They argue that by targeting countries with higher overstay rates, the policy is fair and focused on addressing a specific issue. However, critics argue that the visa integrity fee could act as a significant financial barrier for many travelers, especially students, families, and those visiting for business or medical reasons. They point out that the fee may discourage tourism and international exchange, and could even strain diplomatic relations with affected countries. For example, a family of 4 would face an additional $1,000 in fees, making travel to the U.S. much less accessible. Some experts warn that such measures could lead to retaliatory fees from other countries, further complicating international travel and cooperation. Not everyone will be required to pay the new $250 visa fee, but it's important to know who might be affected. The U.S. government is specifically targeting travelers from countries with high rates of visa overstays. This means that if you're coming from a country where many visitors have previously stayed in the U.S. longer than allowed, you could be on the list. For example, tourists from Nigeria, Bangladesh, and the Dominican Republic, countries that have historically seen higher overstay rates, may be required to pay this fee. Students, business travelers, and even families visiting relatives could all be impacted, depending on their nationality. While the United States hasn't released a complete list yet, it's expected that many travelers from developing nations in Africa, Asia, and parts of Latin America will be most affected. If you're planning a trip from one of these regions, it's a good idea to check with your local U.S. embassy or consulate for updates. With rising concerns over illegal immigration and national security, the United States wants tighter control over who enters and stays. The fee is designed to push countries to take more responsibility for their citizens' travel behavior. Historically, the U.S. has implemented various measures to control immigration, from quotas to more stringent visa requirements. Experts believe that this new fee is part of a broader strategy to ensure compliance with U.S. immigration laws. The policy rollout comes at a time when global travel is increasing, making it crucial for the U.S. to monitor and manage the flow of visitors. By imposing this fee, the U.S. aims to encourage countries to better regulate their citizens' travel and ensure they adhere to visa rules. This move is seen as a step towards a more secure and controlled immigration system, reflecting the evolving priorities of national security. So, this is where things start to get, well, a bit controversial. The $250 visa fee has sparked a heated debate, not just in the U.S., but around the world. Is it a matter of fairness, or does it cross the line into discrimination? Critics argue that the fee unfairly punishes certain nationalities, especially those from countries with lower average incomes, and, restricts tourism. Some advocacy groups have called it a travel tax that targets people based on their passport, not their intentions. On the flip side, supporters say it's really about accountability and ensuring that visa applicants are serious about their travel plans. U.S. officials argue that the fee helps cover administrative costs and deters frivolous applications. Internationally, the response has been mixed. The European Union has called for reciprocity and dialogue, while some Asian and African countries have labeled the fee as prohibitive. A spokesperson for the United Nations said, "Visa policies should promote mobility, not barriers." Either way, it's bound to affect international relations and, of course, global travel plans. The debate over fairness versus discrimination is far from settled, and the world is watching closely. With a $250 fee tacked onto an already expensive visa process, travelers might, think twice before booking that dream trip to the US. This isn't just a personal dilemma, it's a ripple effect that could shake the entire travel industry. According to the U.S. Travel Association, international travel to the U.S. dropped by 15% after previous fee hikes. Experts warn that this new fee could push that number even higher, especially for countries directly affected. Case studies from travel agencies show a 20% drop in bookings from students and solo travelers after similar increases. Industry analysts say local businesses, hotels, restaurants, and tour operators stand to lose billions in revenue if the trend continues. As one travel industry expert puts it, every additional dollar in fees is a dollar less spent at our destinations. The impact of this fee could be felt far beyond airports, affecting jobs, local economies, and the global image of American hospitality. The announcement of the $250 visa fee has sent shockwaves through the international community. Several governments, including those in the European Union, Canada, Australia, and parts of Asia, have already voiced concern, calling the move unexpected and potentially damaging to diplomatic relations. Some countries, like Brazil and South Africa, are openly considering imposing their own travel fees on American visitors in direct retaliation. Meanwhile, the United Kingdom and Japan have issued official statements urging the U.S. to reconsider, warning that such measures could lead to a tit-for-tat escalation and harm tourism on both sides. International travel organizations have also weighed in, cautioning that these new fees could complicate travel plans, increase costs for families, and even impact business relationships. As the debate intensifies, the world watches closely to see how this new layer in the already complicated world of travel diplomacy will unfold. The United States hopes the new $250 visa fee will reduce overstays and strengthen border control, aiming to deter those who might otherwise remain in the country illegally. Officials argue that the increased fee could act as a financial barrier, discouraging non-serious applicants and helping authorities better manage the flow of visitors. However, critics point out that the policy may not address the root causes of overstays, such as lengthy visa processing times, economic hardship in home countries, and limited access to accurate information about visa requirements. According to a 2023 Migration Policy Institute report, over 60% of visa overstays are linked to misunderstandings or lack of education about visa terms, not just financial barriers. Experts suggest that without addressing these underlying issues, the fee could simply add to bureaucratic hurdles. Alternative solutions like streamlining visa processing and expanding educational outreach may prove more effective in reducing overstays and improving compliance. If you're planning to visit the United States in 2025 or beyond, there are a few important things you should keep in mind to make your journey as smooth as possible. Visa regulations and fees can change quickly, so keep a close eye on official announcements and news updates about U.S. travel policies. Always check the official embassy or consulate websites for the most accurate and up-to-date information. Planning your finances ahead of time is crucial, especially with the recent increase in visa application fees. Carefully review all visa paperwork and be mindful of your visa terms and conditions to avoid any surprises during your trip. Whether this fee stays the same or changes again in the future, being prepared will help you avoid unnecessary stress. Staying informed is your best travel tool. Talk to other travelers, join online forums, and read recent testimonials to learn from their experiences. For example, Maria, who recently traveled to the U.S., recommends double-checking your documents and setting aside extra funds for unexpected costs. Many travelers also suggest subscribing to embassy newsletters for real-time updates. With the right preparation and resources, you can navigate the visa process confidently and focus on enjoying your trip to the United States. As you've just seen, this $250 visa fee could affect millions of travelers, especially from countries that used to enter the United States with ease. Whether you're a student, a tourist, or a business person, the way we move around the world is changing fast. What do you think of this move? Is it fair, or is it just another barrier? And if you found this video helpful or eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Until next time, travel smart, stay curious, and keep exploring.